Hello, everybody, and welcome to another interview. I'm joined today with Maura Teal. Maura, how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I am also doing well. You are coming up on 5 weeks of travel, is that right?
Yeah. Spent a lot of time traveling after speaking at WordCamp Europe and seeing a lot of the UK right now. Actually, it's nice and toasty here.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I was in
Mhm.
London for precisely 3 days, two of them for a day of rest Boston, and I had one day of doing touristy things, which is not enough time in a city that is more than two or three times the age of my country. And then I
Mhm.
flew home promptly after that. So I would love to go back and tour for 5 weeks. Or maybe not five
Yeah,
weeks, maybe like 2 weeks.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So you are going to be presenting on WordSesh on July 25th, and you're talking about performance related things. Could you tease a little bit about what we might learn during your session?
Yeah, so we're going to be touching a little bit on every step that we're going to take with checking out performance of a website, starting from the back end resources, server configuration, caching, all the way up to the front end and queuing scripts, load minification, how to assess a site. Um, there are so many different things we can assess, so we'll also kind
Yeah,
of be checking in with the audience along the way, seeing what they want to chat about and really going from there.
that sounds awesome. Pretty
Yeah.
comprehensive. Like, here's where you're at. Let's figure out how to get you where you want to be. Kind
Yep.
of,
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's gonna
With
be awesome.
performance, there's so many directions that we can take it. So
Right.
it's a
Yeah,
lot of
like you
fun
said,
for me.
so many things to measure, so many things to tweak. We've got like a million levers to work with.
Yes, exactly. And I've been talking a lot about caching lately, so to tying that in with how it works with the rest of the ecosystem of a website.
Yeah,
So I look forward to kind of tying that all together.
I like that. Awesome.
Yeah.
So how do you work with WordPress in your day to day? Like, where does it show up in your normal work week?
Well,
Or
I am a software engineer at Pagely. So we do managed WordPress hosting for a bunch of sites ranging from small business to enterprise level sites. And me personally, I actually work on our REST APIs as a PHP developer.
oh,
And
cool.
I don't see much WordPress anymore. I used to
Of
work
course.
on some big media, large WordPress multi-sites. And now when I want to work on WordPress, I occasionally chime in with our DevOps team who is in there helping with other customers. And then I'm building a headless WordPress project for some of my own project management. So it's turned into just using it for fun and using it where it makes sense as a tool internally for our company as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, well, that makes my next question even more interesting for me. Uh, what would you like to do with WordPress? Where would you like to see it go next? Maybe what features are on your wish list, or what industry do you want to see it sort of tackle? What are your
Yeah,
hopes and dreams for WordPress?
I want to see authentication get standardized a little bit more. Carl Hancock posted about this just
Yeah, I was
recently,
just gonna say I
asking
watched
about it.
quite the conversation
Yeah.
unfold with that.
Yeah. So I would like to see that authentication make it into core. That might be a bit of a big ask. I know it's extremely complicated and a couple of
Yeah,
people have already looked into it. But it it really would help push things toward more standardization and security using the REST API.
yeah,
So that
for sure.
headless WordPress sites, I want to keep seeing more of. Um, I just like seeing where things can go and seeing some of these fantastic big companies keep pushing the envelope when they're using it for a big media multi-site and for news and publishing. So that's kind of
Yeah,
where my passion is. So
yeah,
yeah,
I dig that. And that
yeah.
kind of fits in with how you're using it currently, right? Like finding the right
Yep.
place to plug it in as part of a larger tool set.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
and everyone says WordPress doesn't scale. And part of the reason I joined Pagely is because I was impressed at the way they sussed things out and made it work and
Yeah,
made the sites work at scale. I mean, it's not impossible. You just have to know the right ways to tweak things and finesse it into working the way you want it to and performing
exactly.
well. But
Right.
it's
Performance
totally
is a feature.
possible.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I like
I
that.
like that.
I'm gonna steal
Well,
it.
there you go.
Yep.
We both learned something today. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, for those
Yeah.
of you who are watching, I appreciate you taking time to join us on an interview. Be sure to watch
Thank
some of the other ones and definitely come and join us live on July 25th for 12 hours of awesome WordPress presentations. And if you can't make it live, just watch the recording afterwards. The material is just as good. Maura, thank you so much for taking some time to join me here this morning and illuminate what's coming.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's been my pleasure as well. So have a great rest of your day. And everyone, I'll see you on another interview.